Hi guys, John here, Mr. Forex Fire. So as you're aware, we've been going over a few little things for the beginners that are coming into the Discord and have a little bit of knowledge, but not 100% sure. The bonus that we have with having everything structured the way I do inside the group, okay? I always base everything that I do and take pride upon this. We have truly got a safe place for people to come in and sort of share their knowledge, because there's power in numbers on what we do. And again, as we have everything structured from beginners, intermediate and advanced, the advanced is more about different techniques we use in trading than calling yourself advanced, because you're always learning and trading, to be fair. But this video again is going to be inside of the beginners section, and we're going to be talking about one of the tools that is inside of TradingView today, okay? And that tool is going to be based upon two different things, and that's going to be a buy and a sell, okay? Or in other terms, a long or a short. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it, show you what it's about, what you can do with it, and a little technique that can help you with regards to using it, okay? And again, because this is in the beginners section of our Discord, if you have any further questions, queries, or anything at all you need answering, please relate this question into that chat area on the beginners inside of the Discord, okay? If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to know more on what I do, again, I've been trading for just over around about 5 years. I don't profess to be perfect. That's not my aim. The thing that I have become though is consistent. Okay, and I do this from home now, and I just like to share the knowledge that I've learned over the years and pass that on. And then hopefully, even if one person can take something away from something that I do, or something that can help them understand something a little bit better, then again, that for me personally is better than anything in winning a trade, okay? Because back in the day, we all start from the same place, and I just want to give back to a certain extent of what I've learned, okay? So enough of me rambling on. We're going to share the screen. I'm going to head over to the chart, okay? So just bear with me. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Just ignore what's on here at the moment, because that was something I was going over this morning. And I just want to take your attention to the left-hand side here, okay? And again, at any time you need anything and you are inside the Discord and you need any further help on anything related inside that module area of the beginners, you just need to put in the chat and the support and tag either one of the mods in, or you can reach out to myself. So on the left-hand side, we've got an instrumental panel, okay? You have it on the top and you have it on the side, okay? The one we're looking at it today is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th one down, okay? When you hover over it, it'll see a long position. Now, if you move your mouse slowly over to where the arrow is, it then becomes the main category, which is prediction and measurement tools. Click on that. Now, these are the two you want to have a look at, okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit about what these are, what they do, how you can use them, and some little bits and pieces that you can do as well to help you with your trading as well, okay? You'll notice to the right-hand side of that, there's two little stars. Now, when you scroll over, you can see there's an empty star here, okay? Now, if I was to make that yellow, click on it and make it yellow, you will see on the bottom here, I've got an array of different tools, which are my favorites, okay? So you can take that. You'll see, if you watch down here, you'll see it appear. Click it yellow, it appears on the end there, okay? Move it along, and I keep these side by side, to be fair. So that's a little tip for you at the moment, okay? So what we're going to look at, we're just going to put the long and again, you just bear with me, and I'm going to put a short. Okay, so what you're going to see is the long and the short, and this is what we look at when you're doing things like risk to reward and things like that. And I'm going to go over the different parameters. There's two different colors on these. This is just, again, it's personal preference. If you double click anywhere inside of the thing, you will get the pop-up on what you've just clicked on. So this is this one here. So if we scroll along, let's take a look. Right, so we'll get rid of that. So this is this one, okay? So what we're looking at is a short position. Obviously, on your visibility, you'll just leave everything as is. The style, I've got the stop color. So in instance, the red, we class red as danger, red as drawdown, okay? Again, you can have it any color you wish. You just click on it. You've got the opacity. You can just change it into any color, make it strong, make it weak. But I generally keep that red. For me, on a short position, I've just got it as like a greenish color. And again, you can make this any color you want, okay? Just down to your personal preference, to be fair. And again, make it weak, make it strong, make it the opacity in and out, okay? Let's just take a look. I'll put that, I'm going to put it back to what we had it on, okay? So put that on there. So again, what you have in this here, just bear with me because I'm getting notifications coming through on my, goes crazy, my phone at times. Just bear with me. I'll let this play out. Right, that's okay. Right, so this is on a short, okay? Now, on the style, again, you've got lines. I would just keep it as is, the thickness as it is, the symbol, the stop color, and the target color. So when you're in the red, it just means it's drawdown. You come into the brighter color, you're going to be in profit, okay? Ignore the stuff that you're seeing on here at the moment. From here, we've got price labels ticked on, okay? So the price labels, I will just leave it as is. You'll see on the right-hand side here, when you uncheck them, they'll disappear. When I put them on, you'll see there's certain price levels come on. They just correspond to the high, the entry, the stop, the entry, and the take profit, okay? So again, price, and they sort of disappear and come back on, okay? Everything else, I just leave it as is. I just leave it as bog standard, to be fair, okay? Now, this is the area I want you to take notes on, okay? This bit you can take notes on. This bit is important. So on here, you'll see account size. Now, it says JPY at the moment. It's just the currency that's on here at the moment. This isn't imperative, but it can give you a little bit of an insight on how your trade will go. So let's say we've got, I don't know, we'll just put a simple 500, right? Okay. Yes, this year's Japanese yen. Ignore that for now. Just ignore that for now. Let's just say you're doing dollars, you're doing sterling, you're doing yen, you're doing any sort of currency, but your account balance at this stage is 500 of whatever currency you're trading in, okay? You would always leave this lot size as a number one, okay? Always leave that as a number one. Now, when you're doing your risk to rewards and things like that, and a lot of people like to do risk to rewards, other people like to manage their trades as a trade's going to draw down. Let's say you're wanting to risk a 0.2%, okay? A 0.2% of the trade. And this is your entry, as you can see, the 115.006. If you look to the right-hand side where the dashed line goes to, that is that, okay? We've got the ticks, which we'll talk about in a moment. We've got a price level on profit is, let's have a look. There we are. It's 114.801. You see that? That's your profit. And you've got a stop level of 115.223. So that is that there. So that is what these areas are. Okay. So just as a recap, we've got an account. Ignore what's there at the moment. It's 500 of whatever you're trading, whether it's dollars, whether it's sterling, whether it's yen, whether it's New Zealand dollar, whatever you're trading, that we've got a 500 account. We leave the lot size as 1, okay? We're only going to be risking a 0.2% of the trade, okay? Now, this is where I'm going to put your attention into these numbers that's on here, okay? Now, risking 0.2%, okay? Let's see. Just need to have a look at this. It's 0.2%. Just double click on here. Let's see, I want to risk 0.5. There we are. Let's say I want to risk a 0.5%. Okay, we're risking a 0.5%. What you've got on here is you've got the risk to reward. Okay, this in the middle, it's telling you this area here to cover this. There we go. What we've got here is a risk to reward of 1 to 2.05. So there's 2.05 of these will cover this. Okay, so again, some people like to do risk to reward, some people like to manage their trades as they're going into these areas. But from that aspect, if this was to win, let's say price, I do apologize for the time that this is taken. Let's say a price comes in, it moves, enters, and we come down and bang. Okay, we hit the area of the take profit. Okay, what you've got is on this here, if it was to win, okay, you see in the bottom here, your account would go to, based upon that parameter and risking this percentage, it would raise to 505 whatever and 13 whatever. Okay, so let's say it's pounds, 505 pounds and 13p. Okay, if the trade was to come up, okay, and oh no, it's went and broke through the stop loss, okay, and it's took us out of the trade, what this means is you would lose the percentage that you are risking, which is this here, and your account would fall down to around about, if it was pounds, 497 pounds and 5p. Okay, now this is the same with a buy. Okay, you can put in on here, this is a buy situation. You can put in obviously depending on what you want to risk. Let's see if you're if you're risking far too much to what your profit is. Okay, let's take a look. And again, we go to 500 and you're risking a 0.5. You're risking far too much to what the profit gain would be. Okay, so again, we go back. If it was to lose, it's bringing your trade, it's bringing your loss right the way down, but your win is only going to be £1 and a penny. Okay, now if I go on to another pair rather than the JPY, we'll pick a one that's not a JPY pair. Let's take a look. So again, we're going on to a long. Right. So on here, you're going to see target. You're going to see open, profit and loss. That's what this means. And you're going to see stop. Okay. Now you see these numbers. These are in ticks. If I open this back up. Now ticks are like pips, but they're a larger number. To sort of break it down from a pip aspect is what you normally make, what you're used to measuring your units in, you take away the last number on here. So let's say you wanted to go for a 40 pip target, it would be 400 ticks. It's in units of 10. if that makes sense. Okay, so 400 ticks is 40 pips of measurement. And again, your stop, let's say it was 200. It was 200 ticks. Take away the last zero, that would give you 20 pips of measurement. So that would then give you a risk to reward of 1 to 2. Basically because the 4 divided by the 2 gives you the 1 to 2, okay? And that's how you would measure the ticks. So again, profit level, 1,000 ticks. Take away the last number, it's giving you 100 pips of movement. Stop level, let's go 400. Take away that last number, the 0, it's going to give you 40 pips. Okay, and that is how you do the measurement from ticks to pips. When it comes to using these trades sort of long and shorts, let's say you wanted to get in here, you wanted your stop just above the last swing high, you will want to take your profit area down to this low here. You can see that this played out. Okay, that was a risk to reward of 1 to 4.95, so just under a 1 to 5. Double click on here, you can see on here that the account size of 500. With this winning based upon a 0.5, the account grew, or would have grown, to around about 512 pounds 37. We can see we were risking, take away the last number. The profits, the target was 97 pips. Okay, the stop 196 ticks. Take away that last number, it is showing you a stop of just under 20 pips. So it's around about 19.5 pips for the stop. Okay, stop the share. I hope that's made a little bit of sense on what the long and the shorts are, what they're about, how to use them, and the different aspects of that. Okay, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'm always available as and when I can get on with a chat with you, and I'll see you inside the Discord.